This video is not meant to be hate. I'm not trying to bully anyone. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be a moral grandstander. I'm not trying to say that I know everything and you know nothing. That's not what I want to do. That's not who I want to be. I'm not a vet. I can't diagnose a horse, even if I were a vet, through a TikTok video. I don't know the context of these clips, but I know that even with context, these clips aren't okay. We need to talk about equestrian TikTok and equestrian social media as a whole because the stuff that's going on there is not okay. Hey, cowboys and cowgirls, and welcome back to the Bitless podcast. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I think I'm getting a bit of a cold, but today's video is not scripted. It is not prepared. This is going to be very ranty, but I'm going to try and stick solely to facts. Yes, my opinions will be sprinkled in occasionally because that's unavoidable, and it's my channel. I do what I want. We're all a little bit biased, and especially when it comes to horses, we're all extremely opinionated. I had a pretty cool, pretty smooth and gentle and easygoing video planned out specifically about liberty training and how that can be extremely beneficial for you and your horse's bond. But it seems that my TikTok For You page is purely designed to rage bait me. One thing that I want to make extremely clear is that a couple of the videos we will be reacting to and looking at and talking about are based on opinions. And I understand everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everyone can believe what they want to believe. But there is a very important and very glaring difference at a situation where opinions are the most important thing and where scientific facts outweigh the opinion. Horse riding and equine training simply needs to be done in a way that is scientifically correct. Your opinion is not more important than what science has proven us. Your personal experience and personal anecdotes do not outweigh scientific studies. This is not if you prefer apple pie or pecan pie. Pecan pie? Pecan. This is not an opinion-based sport. These are real animals with feelings, thoughts, and just a life of their own. They should be treated with respect, and we should never be doing anything that actively harms them and then denying that it harms them because, well, it's my opinion. Well, your opinion is wrong. I just want to say I'm sorry if I sound a bit snappy or rude in this video, but this topic is just, it's really getting on my nerves. I will be censoring usernames and profile pictures because I just don't want to send hate to any of these creators. Not that my channel is big enough to do that anyways, but, just in case. Now, let's get into the very first video. This first one is just wrong. It's wrong. It's from one of those my equestrian hot takes or my equestrian opinions videos, and I'm sorry, but any sort of physical violence falls under physical abuse. And physical abuse towards animals, drum rolls please, is animal abuse. But Rika, there are 1,000-pound animals there. Yes, and they are also prey animals. They are not predators. They are not aggressive or dominant. In a life or death situation where your horse is actively attacking you, you have to protect your own life, but let's be really, really, really honest with ourselves here. How many times a day are our horses actually attacking us? And nope, no. Your horse nibbling at the pocket of your jacket looking for treats is not an attack. It is also not disrespectful because the horse does not understand the concept of respect. Respect is a human concept. The only thing going through their head is, smell like food. Me want food. I like food. I am a horse. It's not rubbing its little hands together like an evil fly. I'm gonna disrespect my owner. I'm gonna be a naughty little pony. They don't think that way because they're horses. Chances are, if your horse is biting you, it is trying to communicate something, whether that be pain, discomfort, or the horse is setting a boundary. None of those are reason to hit it. There are a million different training methods, and a quick 2-minute Google search will reveal them to you. You can do treats, you can do clicker training, you can do pressure and release. Anyways, enough about this. Let's move on to the next video.
How softly she relaxed above the bucket. Fantastic. And just one bite. No.
What the fuck? What the fuck? First of all, disclaimer, this clip is really old. I don't know if this trainer still does this. I don't know if they've bettered it or made some sort of statement to it. But I do know that Rant has trained with them before, which is extremely disappointing, in my opinion. I don't know if you've seen those videos, but there's this trend on TikTok where couples or friends will try to basically train their partner or friend or whatever into being scared of a certain word. For example, they'll say the word apple and then throw a TV at the other person.
Day one of teaching my husband to be scared of the word apple. Apple.
They will do this multiple times, a week, a day, whatever, until they only have to say the word apple, and the other person will flinch in fear.
Apple.
This is a form of conditioning, and depending on how far you go, it can be considered mental or psychological abuse. That is the exact same thing that is happening in this situation. This is not training. This is not teaching the horse anything. This is needless, senseless tormenting. I think it's really important to train a horse to wait before they start to eat because otherwise they can start to get pushy. So I totally understand training around food. But again, this isn't training. This isn't achieving anything other than the horse now being constantly scared to exist around you because you're punishing it for no reason. You are punishing it and scaring it for zero reason, no reason whatsoever. There is no benefit to this training other than making a very anxious and terrified horse. And by the way, this is possibly the quickest and easiest way to give a horse food aggression. This is dangerous, this is stupid, and this, in my opinion, I'm not saying legally, I'm saying in my personal opinion, should be considered animal abuse. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I don't want to do this anymore. Just like the last clip, this is not training. This is actually a very popular and terrifyingly common method of, heavy quotation marks, training your horse to stand still whilst they are tied up. Have you ever asked yourself why people use baling twine when tying up their horse? Have you wondered why most modern head collars have some sort of breakaway feature, and why we tie the rope halter with a specific knot and the rope with a specific knot so that in cases of extreme pressure, the horse can free itself? If you said to prevent accidents and death, ding ding ding, you're correct. 10 points to Gryffindor. This is the easiest way to get your horse to hang itself. I'm not exaggerating. Not only can the rope or the nylon, leather, whatever material your head collar is made of, dig into the horse's skin, the horse can, depending on how it tangles itself up, literally hang itself. Translation, no more horse. I don't know if you saw it in the clip, but the leg nearly got stuck in that fence. Did we just collectively forget what happens to horses with broken legs? This is not training. Yes, we definitely need our horses to understand that you can stay still without going crazy. But there are millions different training methods you can do where you are actively training the horse and not just leaving it there to figure shit out. We cannot forget that horses are flight animals. They are a prey species, and when they are scared, their fight or flight kicks in. 99% of the time, they'll pick flight, they'll run away. You cannot 100% train the instincts out of a horse. This is the final clip we're going to be reacting to because I can't do this anymore. I can't be asked. The rage bait is working. I have been rage baited. In this video, a girl tries to mount a horse and the horse backs away. She gets up the mounting block and yanks on the reins on the bit. Don't do that. Do not do that. Horses' mouths, tongues, and jaws are one of the most sensitive parts on their body. Yanking on it is not a correction, it's a punishment. You're not telling your horse, hey, maybe don't do that. You're telling your horse, do that again and I will cause you pain again, which is not training, it's intimidation. It's punishment. Not to mention, the saddle in this video does not fit this horse. This one is basically up on the horse's neck. It is way, way too far forward. And from what I can see from this pretty pixelated, low quality video, it does not fit. Horses moving away, rearing or bucking or lunging at the mounting block typically isn't a for fun thing. This isn't them just being moody. This is typically the horse telling you, do not get on. Please do not get on. When a horse reacts like this at the mounting block, it is imperative to not punish it, to not get angry and yank at it, but to try and figure out why this behavior happened, what is causing it. To fix an issue, you have to figure out what the issue even stems from. If there's a leak in your kitchen, you're not just going to keep trying to wipe away the water. You have to find where the water is coming from and then find a way to prevent it from happening again. This sort of reactionary punishment, taking horses' actions at face value, or, as I previously mentioned, humanizing them into bratty, moody creatures, is not only stupid, it's incredibly dangerous. Your horse is telling you something. Listen to it. Figure out what it is. And no, not every horse is in pain. Even though you physically cannot rule out pain 100% until after death. There's also pain caused by stress. If you've ever had stomach cramps from being nervous, you know how that feels. Horses can get that too. And by the way, mares can get severe cramping during their heat cycle. That's not just a human thing. They get that too. So a lot of people will ride a mare and wonder why she reacts differently, why she bites at tightening the girth, why she kicks or bucks under saddle, and they won't once stop to consider that maybe she's suffering too. Look, I'm not trying to say that this horse is in pain. I don't know this horse. I don't know this rider. I don't know who they are, what exams they've done. I don't know. And I cannot even speak 100% about the saddle not fitting because I haven't touched the saddle. I haven't felt it. I haven't measured it. But I can say with full 100% certainty that not only is the saddle at the wrong spot, this behavior is typically an indicator of pain, discomfort, or fear. Please, for the love of your horse, try to figure out which one it is and try to work on the issue. We need to figure out what our horses are telling us instead of humanizing them and using outdated, dangerous training methods. This isn't a, oh, you don't know the horse, so you can't judge thing. Because I also don't know Bethany down the street, but if Bethany gets run over by a truck and drinks 20 liters of gasoline, I know that that's not good for Bethany, and Bethany probably needs some help. I don't need to know Bethany for that. There are certain things that you can know and you can understand without personally having met the person, or in these cases, the horse. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to randoms on the internet, but listen to your horse. If it's telling you that something's wrong, do something about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I'm sorry that I was a bit irritable, to say the least. This is just, it's insane to me how many people still openly admit to harming their animals or even brag about it, and how we celebrate it, how we normalize it. If you have any wishes on which video I should do next, which topic I should cover, feel free to write so in the comment section below. I am always open for constructive criticism or comments or whatever, but let's stay factual and let's stay kind.